Alright, we're right back to Prometheus Eternal Hero. This will be episode 6. Gonna make our way over to the 6th dungeon. Actually, what I want to do before I do that is I'm going to see if I have enough gold to get the next armor, or the next toga. It might be more than I'm capable of getting. I don't really remember what I set it as, but it'll be okay. I kind of feel like I have enough, so the only thing I can really do to figure out is just go over here and see the cost again. Let's just keep moving. So, something I haven't mentioned yet that's interesting is that when I release this quest, it comes with a text file that tells you where all of the upgrade items are for anyone who is like a real completionist but wants some help figuring that out. But let's go ahead and go up here. This is a shop, and yeah, we can afford the next one now. 500, bought a gold toga and cap. Damage taken will be reduced by 4. The next dungeon isn't really balanced around the gold toga. It's kind of odd in that it's not really balanced around any of them. You'll understand what I mean when I get there. The gold toga is what the 7th dungeon is balanced around, though. I just keep going, and like I said, we're gonna get to the 6th dungeon. I'm gonna just warp my way around. I think it'll be the next one I want to get to. Yeah. So the closest area will be here. At the moment, you can also go in here and try out one of the mini dungeons. But I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to wait a bit. Realize I haven't actually saved, so I'm going to do that for a really quick moment and come right back into it. And it puts you down here now. Sometimes just saving will get you somewhere you would like to be. Just keep slashing away. And just walk across with stupid ladder. You do want to come this way first when you're going to the 6th dungeon. You can do this earlier, this particular part at least, but I wanted to save it until actually getting to the 6th dungeon. Or at least I think you can. There might be some kind of thing blocking the way. Oh yeah, there's this now too. Since we have the hammer, he's a little easier to deal with. Let's go ahead and go this way, that way. Yeah, we're in the Amazon village now. This is a song from the Lion King SNES game. Yeah, these Amazons have shields. You have to like work your way around them. I think they're only on the left side. This is the biggest village in the quest. You can technically get to this area a few different ways, but this is the easiest way to go. Here's a little thing. You can go through this back door, end up in their backyard, and get a sapphire. Like I said, I'm gonna let you talk to them yourself. This is one of the areas where talking to NPCs is the most useful, especially if you didn't discover the secret to the maze path from level 3, like most people don't. They will give you hints and you can figure it out that way. So you need to talk to this lady. So you wish to see Pan, and I see you have a boomerang. Very well, I shall give you my favor. You receive Hippolyta's favor. Give this to the Amazon officials to enter the preserve. I wish you good luck in your endeavors, Prometheus. Gain the favor of Pan and save this world. So if you had come here before and you didn't have the boomerang, you would have to, she would say something different and you'd have to come back with the boomerang. So, if we remember from the 3rd dungeon, these guys are rough. These are probably the hardest enemies in the entire quest. And there's higher level versions of them too. Thing is, they are strong against the sword, so, and they have a lot of health, so you just have to keep going at them. And now we're here. The maze path, if you remember, is up, up, left, up, I think. Yeah. Now we need the boomerang here. This would have worked with the other boomerang too. Get the hammer. The hammer. And yeah, the only way through this back area is to go in here. This will not open until you've gained Hippolyta's favor, Hippolyta, whatever. When you enter the preserve, all your weapons will disappear. This is part of Pan's magic. Preserve is filled with dangerous creatures. You must have your wits about you to pass them. Welcome to the preserve. Try not to die. So that's the one that opens the way. Be wary of the Cyclops in the preserved. He has devastated many. Challenger of the Great Pan. The pawn, whatever. And now we are here. Now, this is what I mean. You have only so many items here. The best things to use are the bait or the attract spell, and oh, I do have enough magic music. I wonder why it wasn't working before. Maybe it was just being weird. I thought I had enough. So what you're going to be doing right now is just avoiding everything because you don't have any weapons to fight with. But you can go up here and get some items for killing them all with the item thing. Kill all these guys. Oh, so you get the idea. You're just going around doing this. Hit them with the boomerang so you just gotta control the enemies. And there's a chest here. Just with a ruby or something like that. I think that's a ruby. Knock that down, you get another chest that we can't reach yet. This is what I was talking about, because those enemies they can like eat you here, and if the boomerang just stuns them, then you are kind of stuck being eaten and you just die. Every enemy here is vulnerable to being stunned by the boomerang. So, did that. That's what I might have made them not stunnable by the boomerang, but since they are part of this dungeon, it was basically necessary. So you knock them all down, you get another thing, and this is the compass, but it doesn't seem to point anywhere. Mysterious. Go down here. The best thing to do is just always try to find these things, because there are a lot of chests that pop up from doing that. That's just health. It's not going to be much use for me, because just... You can go down here and get this chest now. Sapphire. But you can't go out this way just yet because you need to be able to push this log and you're not strong enough yet. So we're just going to come up here. And I've noticed people have missed this a few times, but you just go down here and you have a block puzzle, which is odd. So I don't really do many block puzzles. It's not obvious enough. So I don't fully remember how to do this, to be honest, but I do know that something like this works. And do this. I think that one's meant to be taken all the way over here. It's just a matter of, you know, figuring out what has to go where. Like these two blocks need to go on the two that can't be reached otherwise. It's not terribly tough. Oh, let's go over here. I'm sure there's multiple ways to figure this out. Just do this and you'll get the bracelet so you can move heavier things. You can also reset the room if you mess up, and this thing stays down, so that's pretty nice. Now we can push these logs. They mess up the grass when you push them. Just keep going down. Knock this log out of the way. Just avoid all the enemies. I tried to give it a bit of a mist. I think it's okay. At least it's not too bad and adds to the challenge a bit. Found an Omphilus stone fragment. Their mysterious magic must do something. Omphilus stones are, I don't remember exactly what they are, but they're something in Greek mythology. And there's something like mystical, so I thought they would be good for this type of dungeon. So we just go down here and kill all these enemies instantly and make our way across. Stun them, stun this guy, stun him again, and knock all these down. And don't really get much use for that in this room, it seems. Kill all these guys. Still not much use, but the Omphilus stone fragments need to go on these pillars, and they make staircases. And this area is pretty interesting. It's a dam, and these enemies drop items like a sword and arrows and stuff that can only be used in the dam. So this is the part of the dungeon where you actually get to do some combat. But these dungeons can't be used above, or these items, yeah. So you'll notice that there's like grates on the floor, and the grates show which water you can walk over, and no grates means that you need the ladder to walk over them. We got a bow and an arrow from those guys. So now we can actually shoot these guys from across here. Sometimes I struggle with actually getting a bow, but that was pretty nice to actually get it this time. Care for a remedy, weary traveler, so can go in and buy some stuff. I like having this little amulet here because I think it's something that restores health, and it doesn't have a string, but yeah, that one restores health. And we can of course get some potions if we want. Alright, kill that thing. These guys like have an 100% chance of dropping weapons, so you will get weapons here. Go back up and back to no items. It's pretty interesting. I think it's an interesting idea for a dungeon. And let's go over here. You have to go this way. I want to basically go through this like the fastest way I can think of, which is like this. A lot of people start getting lost in this preserve, but I think it makes the preserve more. I think it makes it better that people didn't just get lost in it. It's pretty interesting. There's no reason that you shouldn't be able to find everything though. So if you think you're stuck and that there's nothing else you can do, you're probably missing something. So yeah, I might as well just kill all of them. Get a chest. Restore some health. Let's hit this, and you can see that the mist is slightly different colored. That means you can walk over that area. You just want to keep hitting it so that you can pass like this. And that happens. I don't really like having the secret sound in here for obvious reasons, because it just keeps making noise. I don't like noise that much. Okay. Go over here, get that. Find our way back around. Over around here. Alright, now we can go out here. Kill all of them. Hit that switch down and it knocks down a tree. Come around here and we can get another Omphalos stone fragment. Let's see, what else can I do right here? We can't kill these enemies from this side, but we can kill these guys, and not much for that. Grab some stuff, get this. That's the map. So this dungeon is the tortoise. As you can see, it's shaped like a turtle. That's why it's tortoise. Got a potion for killing all of them, and put the Omphalos stone fragment here, and we can go down. So it's another minotaur. Just gonna slash away at him. Oh, he's dead. He is dead. That's good. Go this way. Back here where we were earlier. If you go down this way, you can see you can't really make it across here because you don't have your grass spell that we got earlier. So we push this across onto that little square and we can move across. Now we can go up. This way. This way we can kill all of them. Got a chest that comes down. I'm not gonna worry about the chest yet, because the shortcut I wanted to have doesn't work that well. But we can just keep going around like this. Or maybe, oh yeah, there's the stone fragment. Yeah, because that tree goes down. No, it does it stay down? Okay, okay. The problem is that this secret works, but there's another secret that doesn't work very well, so I wanted a shortcut, but I didn't fully finish the shortcut. I need to finish it, but just keep going up this way. Oh yeah, you notice you need a raft to get across there. you can just kill these guys, and one of them has the raft. This guy. Found a raft, you can use it. Use docks to cross water. Go this way. There is a reason he takes a pretty odd route. You'll understand in a bit. Go up from here. We can go across here. We got this area. Come down here. It's pretty simple. Just push this lock there and that lock there. I hate the raft sometimes, but it works. Full of stone fragment. Let's go up here for a second. Go down on here, and we can come up through here. And get this olive. Collect 4, increase your health. Just keep going down, and then come around here, come around here, come down here, and come this way. It's not really required at the moment. I don't think you can really do anything over here either, but you can come this way. Well, you have the raft spot here. What happens if I do this raft spot here? I've never really tried that. So you just go up to the place where you can go, but you might be able to actually skip a stone fragment by doing this. But I don't think you should be able to. It takes you here that satyr can walk across water for some reason. Weird ZC stuff. Yeah, you can't really do anything else here because you need the better grasp ball to get across. Yeah, that satyr can walk on water too. I don't know why they're suddenly walking on water. Let's go across, go down. And it's all good. I had to try that out because I didn't really remember everything for this sometimes. Go across here. Actually, I might as well show you this too while I'm here. You can walk across here and you have this little shortcut now. You can go across here and you can hit this. Basically at this point you don't have to use the maze path anymore because you have the raft. Just go across. I'm just going to keep running into everything because I don't feel like dealing with them. And you need the other grass spell to get across, as you can tell. I know this song's from Donkey Kong Country. I don't remember what it's called. We're gonna use this stone fragment, come down here. Let's go over here. Just keep going. This dam is also supposed to be kind of like a little barrack, which is why there's beds and stuff too. Kill him and we get a key. Now I can go back this way. Saw this area earlier, and you'll see now why I made that thing go across the way I did. It's because there's another raft path, and if they touch each other, they start like crossing over and whatnot. Now we can go back up through here. Let's go around and go up to the next part of the dungeon. I already got that chest. Don't know. I must have done something to get it. I don't know. It's kind of weird. We can't cross there because we don't have a sword. So we're just gonna go down. Yeah. Like I mentioned, you know, I really like these later dungeons more than the earlier ones. Found an Omphalos stone fragment. think they're a bit more creative, and I kind of understood a few more things with ZC, particularly with bosses at this point. So let's raft our way across. It also helps that I have more items to work with. So, learn the super grasp spell, grasp across any gap as long as there's something to grab onto. So now we can use, where is it at? Super grasp spell. So now we can just cross graps, and we can cross over here because we can just step on that switch. Walk across here like that, and we got a stone fragment earlier, so we can come back up through here. It's now a good time to use the sword and the grass spell. So what you want to do is just grasp across. Let's cross again. And we can't go down or up from here, so we have to go up the staircase again. And now we can actually do this. Go over here. And I recommend saving a lot of these secret chests for the end. Or you can come back with the flippers and just swim around everywhere. I hope that it's not possible to actually swim off of any of these screens, because I added the flippers really late. I guess if anyone wants to, they can try that out and see what happens. Like, you might be able to swim off the map here. If there's an issue, I can come back in and fix that. Another potion. Now, let's see here. Go up, up. You have to just follow this fairy. If you step on one of the tiles that it doesn't go over, you will make this block come up, but we didn't do that, so we got off of a stone fragment. Now you can see the block up. And you also notice the pots too. They end the paths. The reason that is because I didn't want people accidentally just walking over too much and accidentally just stepping on something. So we're back here. Get this emerald. Let's keep going across and make our way around this side now. I think I'm gonna have to do an update to fix up this dungeon and those few little things I've noticed going through it. It's not something I really want to be in the quest if I can just go ahead and get rid of it. Let's go around on the raft. And go around here. Just make my way around everywhere. Another minotaur. 4, 5. Get another amethyst. Fill up our gold a bit more. Now we have this part where we have our items for a moment. There's a good reason for that, because we're about to fight a mini-boss. And we have this area where it's actually pretty simple. You just want to make it to where you can get across to both sides and push all these logs onto these triggers. It's not that hard to do. There's only so much you can do with that limited amount of space. So we just gotta fight this guy, and I understand the issue with this now. I now know why that staircase appears. because it's under grass. Ah, I understand why the pan bust wasn't staying now. It's because he drops it. It needs to be a room item. And I made it a room item, so... Well, either way, we got it. I'll just have to remove it from that one spot. Now, you may notice these from Ocarina of Time. These are flare dancers. Since the grass bell is basically a hook shot, you have to hit them with it first. And, you know, hit them with the sword until they fall. Then, you know, hit them like that. I enjoyed fighting against flare dancers in Ocarina of Time, so I wanted to use them again, because they're cool. Just kill it. They drop fire canes, so that you can use a fire cane down here. Use the grass bell to go across here. Let our magic go up a bit again, so that we can cross. So now I can use this fire cane. I like using the cane and the sword whenever possible. Push that block, and now we have a way across. I don't know if it's permanent or not, though. Is it? No, it's not. So you want to make sure you do that. You wouldn't want to miss out on that. So now we can go up from here, and we're near the end of the dungeon now. Gonna need this again, because we're gonna fight 2 flare dancers. So the big thing here is, you know, surviving while your magic restores if you run out of magic. You can easily get more magic than I have at this point, but I haven't really gone around looking for them, so this is going to be a bit of a struggle. They drop, I'm pretty sure they have to drop something. If they don't drop something, they're going to drop something, because this is a lot of work to get through them. Can I speed it up? I think I'm speeding it up. Another thing you can do is just let one flare dancer run around. Oh god. Actually, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, let me do this. Move this up here. Fairy up here. I thought the fairies gave back life and health. Maybe I should have that one at least give back life and health. Because it's pretty bad to be able to run out of magic so easily fighting those guys. But... and I'm not getting any either. This is why I like magic dropping. Because I don't like grinding for magic. Now they're both just going to run around a bit. So let's go ahead and do this. I don't just gonna let him run around as long as I can. Try to take care of one flare dancer at a time, and that could make things simpler. Yeah, I'm really not fond of the magic situation here, so that'll be something I look into. So just keep aiming at this one because he's closer to death. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. Alright, now I can take care of this guy. I think it's either 3 or 4 hits. There should be one more. Come on. Well, that one went down pretty quickly. Do I have the lucky ring thing? I don't think I do. Yeah, if these guys don't drop anything, they're definitely going to be dropping something after this. Okay, come on. Just gotta hit them one more time with this spell and be good. They should absolutely drop something though. Ah, Jesus. Stupid fire. Okay. Perfect. Now he's gonna stay in the doorway. They don't drop anything. Well, that's good to know. They need to drop something. Definitely. I don't care what it is. Let's go around, kill him. Cannot goes down because I don't have anything to knock it down with. How long has this one been? This has probably been another like 40-minute episode or something. Put the bust on these two things and you open your way around. So you can choose to kill these guys from either side, and the items you can get depend on which side you knock them down from. So now you have a chest over there. You can go back and get it if you want to. I'm not going to because I don't really care to. It's not. I'm sure it's not something important. Otherwise, it would have been done during the process of moving through the dungeon. Now, kind of think of it. I think I actually did prepare for you to be able to come back here with flippers, but I will be checking again. But let's just go over here, find our way up, and take this raft and go around. So we are here. This is Pan's Labyrinth, and you got all of your items back again because we are again about to face a boss. The idea here is that if you go off the screen in the wrong spots, you'll end up back here. Like if you go here, you'll end up back at the beginning. You want to avoid the sides that are fully lit because, you know, as you see, anything that's not fully lit though, like these, there's a bunch of different hints here actually. The sides where there are no lit torches show where the final boss is, and the sides where there is only one lit torch show you a way to an optional boss. The sirens always block exits that will lead you back to the beginning of the dungeon. And the Amazons always block the secret mini-boss, who is here. This is Artemis. It's pretty easy. and she drops her bow. Got Artemis's bow, the fastest bow in all of Olympus. And you'll be able to see that really fast. So you can do this shortcut now if you really want to, and just go off the screen, go back to the beginning, take advantage of the fact that it does that, and start following these ones that are not lit at all. The druids also show off areas where you can't walk past. You'll notice there's no enemies blocking this or torches or anything. You can just walk down here. And you have this screen. You kill all the things here and you get something. I think it's like a potion or something. I'm not going to bother with them because they're a pain. Get bombs. Just some bombs here. Some arrows laying on the ground. You're going to need them. And now, this secret screen has Spartan Blade. Finest mortal sword one can find in this world. So, we're about ready to take on the boss, who is right through here. Man, you've done well to make it this far. I'm not a man of many words, so let's just see how good you are. This is your final test. Defeat me and you can have my favor and my flute. So, the thing about this guy is you have to figure out what item you need to use. I think this is the fire version, yeah. So when he's throwing the bombs, you want to hit him with fire. He plays the ocarina or something when he changes form, and then you have to figure out what new item hurts him. This time it's the bow. So just keep hitting him with the bow. It'll change again. And now you need bombs. This is an interesting battlefield because it just keeps respawning more grass. Oh wait, I had to change it because there was a problem with using this form with an arrow. So what you need to do is hit him with the sword. Then the arrows, the sword doesn't work here. This is where you need the bombs. Just keep doing this and he'll go down. He will eventually go down. And he drops a potion for no reason other than the fact that he drops a potion. Now I think it's best to have the arrows ready. So you can go up here. This guy shoots wind. And he'll do that to you. But all you have to do is go right back up. Just avoid his wind. Hope you get a decent spot to hit him from. And he'll do that. This part's kind of rough. So a lot of it depends on where he teleports to. But if he doesn't appear right on top of you, you know, you can work with it. Like that. I've never had him work this much before. And I'm also losing track of him, so that's not good. Yeah, these just spawning in weird locations this time, and it's kind of hard to avoid him. And I freaking shot an arrow. Shooting him in the wrong directions and everything. Just want to try to avoid him as much as possible. I should probably like make it where he can't spawn on this side or something. This is pretty annoying. It doesn't help that he's just like flickering and I'm not keeping track of him when he's flickering right now. And it might just be because I'm recording that he's flickering the way he is. Yeah, he's never been this tough to deal with before. He's just spawning everywhere. I've found the arrow is the best way to deal with him now. Because you don't want to get too close to him. And there we go, finally. Got an olive branch. And now you've noticed that you basically have a good grinding spot here. But go get this Pan's Flute. And that ends off the 6th dungeon. And that's going to be everything I showed for today. And next time I will be doing Dungeon 7, which will be the Wind-Up Factory. Alright, thanks for watching.